Hello and welcome to another Athlete of the Week interview. Today I am joined by Zach Needham, who was last week's Male Athlete of the Week winner. Zach, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for joining me. So you had an impressive performance last week, but before we get into that performance, we're starting a little bit of a new thing with these interviews to try to make them more interactive. So I'm just going to fire a couple random questions at you, and you just answer them however you want to. They're completely random. So here we go. What is your favorite subject in school?
Um, Besides gym class, probably
I
math.
I would count gym class too. That was my favorite.
Probably math.
Awesome. Do you have any future plans after school planned out already?
I'm not too sure, but I think military is an option. I like playing hockey too, so I might try and play that. But
Wow, that's awesome. I can tell by the hat too. So that's
yeah,
pretty cool. Who's the biggest jokester on the team?
there's a lot of them. I'm good buddies with Liam. He's pretty funny. The goalie's pretty funny too, Javi. But yeah, we're all pretty funny.
Pretty funny. Well, in that case, who's the most serious on the team?
Uh,
That's a tough one.
um, I think when it comes to the game, Javi, the goalie, is very serious.
That's fair to say. And what is your least favorite form of conditioning?
Probably long distance running.
Long distance running. Yeah, that's understandable for sure. But yeah, so just a
Yeah.
little couple quick questions to get this interview going. But now let's talk about your performance last week. You had a hat trick in a 5-1 victory over PCHS at Guilford High School. I was actually fortunate enough to be there and broadcast that. I was just very thoroughly impressed with not only your effort, but the effort your team put out there. When did you know that you kind of had it going that night and that you were going for the hat trick?
Uh, well, as soon as as soon as my team was making those passes, getting open, I could feel like the chances were coming, and I felt like I wasn't gonna screw it up in front of the net, and I just kind of capitalized on my opportunities.
Yeah, and
And
it
as
was
soon as I
easy.
got those first two, yeah,
You
as
could
soon as I
smell it
got
in
those
there.
first two, yeah, I knew it.
Well, that's awesome. You could see the chemistry out on the field that you guys all possess. It felt like you guys were very composed and just know how to play together. How do you build that type of chemistry, especially with a year that we've had?
Well, I think we actually took advantage of having all this time off. I know a lot of the guys almost every day would just be out working at the field, playing together, and we're all so close, like so much practice, and our coach really knows what he's doing as a former player, and I don't know, it just all went together, and we're just unselfish players, and we make it happen.
Yeah, and earlier in this interview, you mentioned something about Farrell, and he was very impressive as well. It kind of
Yeah.
felt like you guys, as an offensive attack, are a pretty dynamic duo. How does his game and how he approaches the game help you become better and help you get more open?
Well, we both have plays, and we know what when we're in a specific spot, we know what we're gonna do. So we already like have it in our heads, like where whoever has the ball, where the other one's gonna be. We don't even have to look, and we just know. Like first one Farrell gave me, he knew where I was. I don't even think he looked, and it's just good chemistry, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. We actually have highlights of that game posted, and the whole broadcast is up on our YouTube page as well for anyone at home watching this that wants to check out some of Zach and Liam's action from that game, kind of what he's talking about right now. But one kind of a final note, I guess, to say is watching that game, it was easy to see that if this was to be a regular year, that you guys would be right in the thick of it, making a run at a gold ball. How has the fact that
Yeah,
How's the fact that
my bad.
there isn't that playoff run impacted the way that you guys approach this season?
Well, we're obviously still gonna play to win. We think if there's no playoffs, we might as well go 10-0 and show we're the best team. But it really sucks because it's my senior year, Liam's senior year, and I think we could have possibly won it all. But
I would have to
stuff
agree with that.
happens. So
It does, and I would have to agree
yeah,
with that. I think you guys are a very impressive unit. It's fun to watch you guys play, and I think at the end of the day, the most important thing is being able to get you guys out there. The alternative would have been much worse, having not been able to get any action. It still does kind of suck
yeah.
not being able to go towards that gold ball, but it's just a blast being able to watch athletes like you compete. So I want to thank you for your action and just sticking with it and playing hard all the way through. And impressive performance you had last week. And also, thank you for joining me for this interview.
Thank
Uh,
you.
yeah, and if you want to check out anything else we got going on Eastern Maine Sports, if you're watching this right now, we'll have some broadcasts coming up next week. You can check out some of our other Athlete of the Week interviews. And one last time, I want to thank Zach for joining me today. He has a great name. Want to thank him, and stay tuned for more coming from Eastern Maine Sports. Thank you very much.